It is part of our human nature to some degree to care about what other people think. But when we are defined by it, we actually lose our capacity to lead. Think about that for a second. How many times a day do you or others worry about what someone else is thinking, or spending a lot of times worrying about what they're doing or what they're not doing? We see it in workplaces and teams and families all over the world. Well, so and so isn't doing that. I'm working harder than they are. Or we are assuming someone else is thinking something or has an intention about something. When we give other people all of that energy, we are losing our ability to be clear and anchored in our values and act from intention. Instead, we end up with reactivity. And a saying that has been around a long time but came back up recently for me is, why are you letting these other people live rent free in your head? Think about that. You have control over whether you let them live rent free and run around in there and give them that energy or attention, or when we find ourselves worrying about other people whose opinions don't matter or we can't do anything about anyway. Can we be a little bit more like Teflon and kind of bounce it off and not take the stuff in that at the end of the day doesn't matter? At the end of the day, we can't control. At the end of the day, doesn't define us. So be really clear about whose opinions actually matter and where you're going to lean into that and get some feedback maybe about where you're showing up well and maybe where you have opportunities to course correct so you can have a bigger impact. And stop letting people in the cheap seats, stop letting people whose opinions don't actually matter live rent free in your head. Be like Teflon. Don't let them hang out there, and you would be amazed at what opens up for you, the calm, the groundedness, the clarity that you have. So that is my invitation and my challenge for you this week. When you find those rent-free floaters, if you will, hanging out in your head, let them go, show them the exit door, and find something else to focus on or other people who matter more. And that's where your energy is going to be better spent. I would love to hear what opens up for you as you put this one into practice. And remember, when we stop letting the cheap seat dwellers live rent free in our head, we have a greater opportunity to let more of our sparkle shine.